This is Saul Canelo Alvarez, pure danger. And this is Terence Bud Crawford, sharp, relentless, and fearless. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, a true super fight. The clash between these two icons is almost unreal. Relive the biggest moments from fight week and hear what the experts had to say before they stepped into the ring.
Hagler and Leonard and Duran and Tommy Hearns and those kind of fighters, and by the way, Sanchez and Gomez and the great fights from years ago. This is one of those, and you're all a part of it.
They said this fight was born long before the opening bell. Born in the quiet mornings when the city still lay half asleep, while two men, worlds apart, chose to push their bodies to the small, relentless torments that forge legends. In those grueling camps, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez were submerged in their own rituals, each team operating like a world unto itself, driven by the singular purpose of shaping victory. Terence Crawford's preparation looked like a focused transformation. Moving up in weight to face Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight, he rebuilt his body with deliberate approach, gaining not just size, but preserving the slippery speed and pinpoint precision that had kept him unbeaten. His trainers fine-tuned his strength and nutrition, so the added pounds translated into power rather than slowing him down. He sparred with bigger men, and his conditioning was meticulously crafted to sustain the constant movement that allowed him to pick his shots and vanish before counters could reach him. On the other side, Canelo Alvarez's camp unfolded like a masterclass in measured intensity. He put in the expected work, long rounds on the pads, mitts, and heavy bag, but layered it with unconventional drills that reflected a career built on hard-earned instincts. Every session carried the polish of experience, a rhythm that showed he wasn't just training his body, but sharpening the deep fight IQ that had defined his greatness. Canelo Alvarez mixed sharp-footed soccer drills with technical work, showing he was still an elite athlete at 168 pounds, while Terence Crawford honed precision and speed to match his leap in weight. Hype painted it as a sharpshooter versus a seasoned champion, but behind the clips their grinds looked strikingly alike. Canelo carried weight, experience, and the aura of survival. Crawford brought an unbeaten record, high ring IQ, and the hunger to risk everything for greatness. On fight night, none of the build-up would matter. Only whose preparation could become split-second brilliance, relentless lungs, and the courage to take and give. Before the fight, several boxing legends weighed in with bold predictions. Roy Jones Jr. dismissed concerns about Terence Crawford moving up in weight, saying Crawford had added muscle wisely, just as he once did, and could handle bigger opponents. He even said he'd bet on Crawford, believing he had more ways to win than Canelo Alvarez, though he admitted Canelo could prevail if he fought a flawless fight. Jones questioned whether Canelo still had the same drive, while Crawford, he felt, remained hungry. Meanwhile, Jeff Horn predicted Canelo might start fast and try to overwhelm Crawford, but also saw a chance for Crawford to survive, wear Canelo down and stop him late, just as he once did against Horn himself. Andre Ward, serving as an analyst for the Netflix broadcast, highlighted Canelo's intimidating ring presence but picked Crawford to win, saying no one has shown they can break his will. In contrast, Ryan Garcia believed Crawford would land punches, but doubted they would hurt Canelo enough to win.
Bud's going to do good. He's going to do good, but I don't think he's going to win. But I do see Bud, getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever seen.
And nothing moves his head.
In his final prediction, Ryan Garcia praised Terence Crawford as one of the best fighters in the sport, but felt he might be biting off more than he could handle against Canelo Alvarez.
The best, I just think that he's biting a little bit more than he could chew. But you never know. If anybody can do it, it could be
Yeah.
Crawford. You know, I do see him like when he fights. I'm like, damn, how do you beat this guy? You know, he could do it all. He could box. He bang.
Ryan Garcia, who once backed Canelo Alvarez, now sees him facing a tougher challenge than expected. He questioned Canelo's fading intensity, saying that while Canelo can still counter and be slick, he may lack the energy and relentless drive he once had, especially compared to earlier fights like Caleb Plant, and warned that this could be his biggest obstacle against Terence Crawford.